Hi guys! Welcome back to Karamia's Corner. Happy May! I cannot believe it's almost mid-May and it's going to be Mother's Day this week, and I hope you guys are staying safe and keeping well. I just wanted to jump in with a quick video sharing some of my journal prompts. One that is in this junk journal book that I had made for a challenge that was hosted by Pink Oddbird. It was basically to use just junk mail and make a true junk journal. And then the second one that I'll be sharing, that I'll probably be flipping through first, is my Smash book. So I'm so happy I've kind of pulled this out of my stash and decided to assign it as my collage journal. So recently I posted on Instagram a collage that I had made using this booklet, but if you haven't seen it, I'm going to show you what that looks like. It's a super fun book. So basically the artist gives you examples on how to compose your collages, but you can use these pieces in any way that you want. They have birds, flowers, animals, and all sorts of things. And I was thinking, after I use most of these pages for my collages, I'm definitely going to alter this book and make it a junk journal. So before we get into this journal, I'm just going to show you a couple pages that or 3 pages that I have in my Smash book. So I have several journals that I work on, and I kind of flip back and forth with which ones I feel like using for the day. So here is the first one. Simple collage using some graphic 45 paper. Wanted to list some of the top 3 films that I saw at the beginning of the year. The next one was a collage prompts, and those are fun to have when you don't quite have the inspiration, I don't know where to begin. So the collage is down here, and I'll put the link to that list. So this is separate from my other collage prompts, but I thought this would be fun. So here are just some of the elements that I have here. I used antiquarian stickers. This page was an orange page with the word yes, and so I just love how it all came together. The next one that I recently worked with was this one. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me posted this. It says spring is still upon us. This collage actually inspired me when I saw a hummingbird come by and take a sip from some of our flowers. I thought it was so beautiful, and I wanted to create a quirky figure using different elements here, like butterfly wings, a fish tail, a bird's head, and a cute little starfish like a flower. And then just piece this with, again, this is actually a sea creature, made it into a vase. And then we have some leaves, some flowers, and a log for a table. So I thought that came out pretty good and super fun as well. And this is a great way to journalize, so it's not a lot of writing, but also an expression in terms of vision and what you have in mind, what you saw that day. So I think it's a great way to journalize or have somewhat of an art collage journal. So now let's have a look at my March and April journals and look at the prompts that April had assigned. I really loved it. So thank you so much, April. This was so much fun to make. So I have my evening journal, or my day journal here, night journal, and my regular writing journal. So first up, I decided to use the day journal for my March prompts. Now, April doesn't have daily prompts or 30-day prompts, which I think for me, honestly, I don't journal every day, and I admire people who can do that consistently. That's really cool. And so she's listed 7 prompts, which is super realistic. You can definitely do it if you're busy, and I kind of want to keep things spontaneous. If I feel that I want to write something in my journal, I will. But so let's have a look at day 1. So day 1, we have her, here it is, her hashtag oddflock2020, and this is for her March. So if you want to try out and join for the rest of the year, she will post the prompts for the first of the month. You'll always find it there. So day 1, it says pick or create a quote about growth. What does this quote mean to you? So I chose this one. It says, you are capable of so much more than you can even imagine. And it brings back my memories of my youth and also now as a mother. So I wrote a little journal entry talking about motherhood and how back then it seemed to be such a daunting task, something that would be difficult and hard. And yes, there are challenges to motherhood, but I know that I've gained so much wisdom and growth, and thanks to my children. So I just wanted to bring that up as well, since Mother's Day is going to be celebrated this weekend, and I want to wish all the mothers out there and your mothers a happy Mother's Day. So this was what that journal entry was about, talking about my perspective about growth in regards to that. So day 2, let's find it. Day 2, use scraps, buttons, markers, anything you would like to make a page of flowers. And this magazine page here called to me. It was the plate settings. They had scallop edges on the plates and floral prints, and I thought the fruit on the plate looked wonderful and beautiful, like flowers in spring. I had scraps of paper that I cut apart to little oval pieces to make petals. I had a remnant piece from a lace that I attached. Some cherry blossom washi here. This is a page from a gardening book I have. I used a button with some flower print. And then you have the flower there. If you pull it out on this side, I just doodled a couple of these flowers on the side. Now day 3, it says book page day. Let's use some books, magazines to collage a springtime spread. And so I looked into some of my magazines and found this ad actually for a dental advertisement. It said get ready for spring, and I thought I'd put that there. Found these California poppies, which are my favorite flowers. And then we have our succulents here, more flowers on the background from a gardening page, and then this beautiful coloring page cutout that I cut out of a bird. I think of spring and I see flowers and birds. So day 4 is use the word growth to make an acrostic using words that help describe what personal growth means to you. So I used the antiquarian sticker book. Here it is, and it has over 1,000 stickers to choose from. They have alpha stickers in different font styles, and I decided to use it for this. It was perfect, and listed some of the words that I thought related to growth. Now we're going to go to day 5, and day 5 it says write a letter to your younger self. What are some things that you would say to encourage growth in the life path of a young version of you? And so when you flip it over, I printed a picture of me when I was young in a little fire truck, and I wrote myself a letter. So that is day 5. Now day 6, it says, what are the 3 things you'd like to do or enjoy in general when daylight savings arrives? So we get a few more hours of sunlight. Yay! So in here, I listed nature photography. I really love taking pictures of flowers, birds, the skyline, filming YouTube videos whenever possible. When you have better light, you have better video. And nature walks are definitely a must. So day 7 for March. And I love how she ties in everything together. So day 7, use spring colored or floral washi tapes, crayons, scraps, fabric. I was a little, I would say, when I made this that day, I had to be in a little bit of a very laid back mood. So you can see with the colors that I picked, they're not as vibrant as I would have chosen. But I did pick colors of green and red and pink. When I think of spring, those are the colors that come to mind. And it says, oh hey beautiful, from that Hobby Lobby sticker, and it says life. So this is my little March prompt in my day journal, in my junk journal. Now let's have a look at her April prompts. So this one, let's see, day 1. So again, I did not go order of the page. Kind of went with the page that called to me. So day 1, it says it's about balance. Use one side of your page to do a collage or add a design, draw a picture, write a poem or anything, then use the opposite page to make the same upside down. So it kind of, if you look from this orientation, it's supposed to look this way. This image came from a Costco page, those magazines that they send in the mail. And what I liked about it was it had the word startup. And it was to celebrate or kind of word of motivation for the beginning of the month of April. So I wanted to use that. It has words like planning, do, idea, and I just love the colors on it. And on the upside down portion of it, I tried my best to draw the image that would reflect that. So day 2, she had set up one here. It says, no one is perfect and neither are collages except the imperfectly perfect kind of way. Use sources like magazines, books, or whichever imagery you prefer to make a collage person. Now you have got to see what April made for this page. Compared to mine, mine is very simple, but hers was pretty cool. I mean, it was so creative. I just loved it. I love the use of different parts. It was definitely a quirky image. So for my collage, I had a stamp from Jane Davenport. So I had this beautiful big eyes. I love that. Just open and ready to receive anything, right? So I love that about her. And then she has these beautiful hair cut apart with bangs. I just like bangs. But she is, her vision is not perfect. She has a patch over her eye, but her heart is open and she is ready. So I feel that's what makes her beautiful. So I have an entry here saying an open heart is full of wonder and curiosity that keeps us inspired. And I wrote a quote from one of my favorite books, The Little Prince. It is only with the heart that one can see clearly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. And then these little earring looking things on her side were actually cherries from a cocktail drink that I saw on that Costco, or was it a recipe page or something like that. So I thought that was funny, but I thought it looked good as an accessory on her. So that's day 2. Now let's go to day 3. Here it is, day 3. Paint, draw, or color. And I put the image I'm going to draw, it's a crow, on one page. On the opposite page makes its distorted reflection. Now the images here on this page are metal hardware for your bathroom, and I thought these 2 knobs in particular were awesome and complete opposites, right? One is geometric, so I draw the regular shape of what I envisioned was a crow in my eyes. I'm not quite an illustrator, but this is it. And on the round fixture, I drew the distorted image so you can see that it has that geometric type look there. So that's what I came up with. So day 4, where is day 4? Again, I did not really, okay, follow each page. Day 4, it says, what's your sign? Surround the name of your zodiac with traits of the sign, and in a different color pen, write more characteristics about yourself that make you even more unique. So I'm a Pisces, and I just cut out this shape and a fish using some of the pages from a magazine. I punched out some of these circles like big bubbles and wrote some of the words or character traits about myself, and then used some stickers here from the same book I told you, the Antiquarian Sticker Book. So that's that. And then day 5, okay. I know day 5 is with day 1. Okay, here it is. So day 5, it says, gloomy day, April showers bring May flowers, telling that there is always something brighter after the darkness. Use today's spread to depict a gloomy day. So this page called out to me. It looks like the clouds and looking into the horizon looks dark. And then I have this beautiful sticker with this girl holding an umbrella and just kind of walking in the water there. And then I have different kind of like sayings or quotes here. They say, after the storm comes the calm, after the rain is a rainbow, sunshine after the storm, a new day shall come. So now day 6 is here. It says, who are you? Collect a few snippets of things from days prior and glue them to the page. What do you think interests say about you? So we've been staying in a lot, and afternoon tea is definitely something I do at leisure, whether it's having tea and cookies and just kind of hang out with the kids when we have time and when they're not doing their homeschooling. Spring pollen is in the air, so my daughter Emmy and I have been fighting our allergy symptoms. So she's been taking Claritin every day. It's beginning to help. And then I've gotten some mail also, which is awesome. So I put this beautiful butterfly sticker. This one I thought was odd. So I had ordered something from Half Price Book, and usually it has a postmark, and all it had were these squiggly lines. I just thought it was interesting to receive mail like that. So I just went ahead and included this because of the butterfly, springy. And then I am the official household runner for the grocery. I mean, my husband's done it quite a few times, but it's kind of been more of my job. I know where to find things and etc. So I went to Lucky's recently and just kind of got one of these. They had this game and this coupon thing, so I added it here. So now we are looking for day 7, which I think is over here. So day 7, it says balance. Today it's a picnic day. If someone asks you what makes you calm, what 3 things would you pull out from your basket? Again, these are wonderful prompts. It's again filled with reflection and just a great way to kind of think and sit back. So this is one of her insert little art pieces that she puts in her calendar. So I wanted to make use of that little rectangle image with the word April. And so here is an image that called to me. It has such a serene scene. You have the lake, and maybe we're having a picnic at the lake looking out there. And what would keep me calm was a cool drink, a nice blanket, whether it's chilly or just a nice blanket to sit on, and a journal. So that is my April junk journal prompt share, and this is the March. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be sharing hopefully soon another collage with me session, so join me for that. In the meantime, enjoy your times with your families. Wishing all the mothers out there a wonderful, happy Mother's Day weekend. I'll see you soon. Thanks again for watching Karamia's Corner. See you next time. Bye.